this menu screen. Binge Pipe is a streaming service with all your favorites, such as the reboot of the classic game You Don't Know Jack, and did we mention You Don't Know Jack? We're definitely real. Have questions? Call our Binge Pipe customer support party line.
Hi, I'm locked out of my account.
Is that the same bald man who was in the other scene?
Hi, I fast-forwarded it too far. Can someone tell me how to rewind?
Anybody near Dallas, want to make out?
I'm sorry, is there a Binge Pipe representative in here? Representative.
You'll figure it out together.
But is it the same?
Oh, okay, it's a different bald guy.
Thank you.
The following Binge Pipe programming is brought to you by Liquidirt. Liquidirt. Tastes like mud.
Okay, welcome back to Talkin' Mystery Mountain. I'm joined as always by my panel. Guys, wow, how about that episode? After facing some criticism that the show has lost its way and that the writers created too big of a puzzle to solve, they respond in a big way.
Just when you think this show is beyond repair, we're rewarded with that bombshell. I'm still in shock that Michael is a shape-shifting alien who can time travel.
Yeah, that really tied up a lot of the loose ends in a totally organic way.
Looking at social media, the episode is getting a lot of positive feedback, but there are some detractors out there. Staceface17 says, "This is how they kill off Jennifer? Are you kidding me? Hashtag lame plot device." Before we jump into this comment, I believe we have the clip she's referring to. Roll it.
I know Michael is a shape-shifting alien who can time travel, but that still doesn't explain how I ended up on this mountain. We've had zero contact, so I want to know, how did I get here?
I have to agree a little bit with her. I did think that lightning bolt scene was a little odd.
Especially since it happened deep inside a...
Binge Pipe is honored to be the new home of You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. Like and share?
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and I have all 10 of my fingers, all 10 of my toes, and all 10 of my teeth. Looks like we have a good old-fashioned duel on our hands. Who slapped who with a fancy white glove? Ready or not, here we go.
Time for question one.
First question. What side of the conflict was Spider-Man on? Based on the length of the conflict, which of these wars was closest to being an infinity war? The 100 Years' War, the Reconquista, the Korean conflict, or American Indian War? What'd you guys pick? No, that just lasted a short 300 some odd years. The Reconquista lasted from the early 8th century to 1492, over 700 years. Although compared to an infinity, 700 is a snap.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Why not try sabbatical to the bone? What makes the most sense to do after high school if you take a gap year? Fold Lucky Brand jeans, fold 1969 jeans, fold Arizona jeans, or fold diesel jeans? Anyone? Anyone? Okay, well, this is going to be a blast. Here's what a right answer looks like. 1969 is the brand name of Gap jeans.
Why don't we do it with free?
Here we have Kanye Intolerant. And get ready because it's time for Dis or Dat. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a song by Kanye West or a brand of almond milk. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between Kanye West or almond milk. And you're both doing this together, so look alive. All set? Here we go. Blue diamond. Gold digger. Silk. Amazing. So delicious. Waves. Dream. That was nice and forgettable. Moving right along.
I don't need you anymore.
Here's one for you. Movie pass fail. What would be a good study book for a filmmaker who wants to pass the Bechdel test? Farting for Dummies, Goldfish for Dummies, Drowning for Dummies, or Women for Dummies? Let's see how that shook out. Sucks to be you. I thought it was obvious it was this one. In order for a film to pass the Bechdel test, it must feature at least two women having a conversation about anything other than men. Honestly, if you have to read this book, maybe just stick to making movies about farts. Behold, what the Pope don't know won't hurt him. If electronic media were around in the 1600s, which of these files would be considered not safe for work inside the offices of the Catholic Church? Hamlet_mustery.pdf, The Truth About the Sun_Galileo.doc, Rembrandt_JudasPainting.jpg, or King James Bible_raw uncensored.wave. Okay, let's take a look. This is an answer. Galileo's belief that the Earth revolved around the sun got him convicted of heresy and a life sentence of house arrest. Round one is over. Let's see who's cheating.
Currently, player 1 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, you're negatively affecting our averages.
Looks like it's screw time.
Haha, that's correct, Binge Pipe employee Cookie Masterson. Using the screw makes it harder for your opponent to answer in a variety of pleasurable ways. And you'll receive a monetary bonus if they answer incorrectly.
Great, thanks. Better get those answers in fast, player 1, before you get screwed. Oh, and did I mention all the money's doubled in round 2?
I am feeling joy.
6 trombones is not a parade.
This one's called Correct Me If You're Wrong. What's an insufferable yet accurate thing you could tell someone? The Arc de Triomphe is well, actually. St. Peter's Basilica is well, actually. The Fontana di Trevi is well, actually. Or Brandenburg Gate is well, actually. Hope you like what you picked. The Fontana di Trevi, aka the Trevi Fountain, is a famous wishing well in Rome. But I'm assuming you tuned me out right after I said, well, actually, which is the healthy thing to do.
Hey, question.
At Binge Pipe, we value your needs. Would you like a question with nothing to hide or a question with an ulterior motive? Choose on your devices now. your choices cancel each other out. Binge Pipe will select the slightly better option.
Mon béret a rétréci. 7.
And now, a question with nothing to hide. The answer is C. Okay, who chose what? Told ya. Not everything is a trick question.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Coming up next, Dead Meat Cute. I had a fun date last night. I wanted to watch a romantic comedy, and she wanted to see someone die. Love can be complicated. Which of these romantic movies has the highest death count? Sleepless in Seattle, The Big Sick, Moulin Rouge, or The Notebook? So who got it? Wait for it. Wait for it. Due to war and tragic disease, 6 people end up dead in this tearjerker leg breaker. At this point, it's obvious that Nicholas Sparks is just the angel of death with a beach house. Take a good look at We Can Help You Enjoy Us. That sounds really creepy. Oh, wait, I know what this is.
Binge Pipe recommends. Because you insist on twins playing twins, we think you'd like The Social Network, The Parent Trap, Sister, Sister, or Full House.
Okay, what'd you pick?
The Olsen twins played one person, so this is wrong in a number of ways. Are you sure you understood the question? Tia and Tamara Mowry are twin actresses who played twins on screen.
It's time for The Hills Are Alive with the Sound of Math. Suppose the Von Trapp family shared a Netflix account. If Georg and Maria had a joint profile, how many of their kids would be excluded from having their own profile? 7 kids, 5 kids, 3 kids, or 1 kid? Who picked what? Yeah, way to be wrong. I really wanted you to pick this one. Netflix allows up to 5 profiles on a shared account. There are 7 Von Trapp children, so 3 of them would be left out here. Which means little Gretel will be ruining everyone's algorithm with all those Paw Patrol episodes. Welcome to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And don't forget, it's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Pack mentality. Figure out who belongs in these packs. Good luck. Player one takes it! Excellent job, Player one. You won, and you covered the spread. I'm gonna make a fortune from my bookie. Oh, and don't forget...
You don't know Jack!
First, we made a show about cows. Then, we made a show for cows. Now, a show about cows? For cows? No way. You don't deserve it.
Mark, I've never loved someone as much as you. The control group wasn't even close.
Oh God, no. No, I'm changing.
Something's happening to all the boys at Rosedale High. Yeah, it's...
Binge Pipe is pleased to bring back You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, you're still not allowed to play, Tony.
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and I'm pleased to announce the winner of the 65th Annual Plainfield City of Commerce raffle is... Hey, get that drummer boy out of here! Darn drummer boys will be the death of me. The nice thing about having two players, if there's a tie, winner will be decided via fencing match. Okay, let's see what lies ahead.
Time for question one.
To get things started, you're a tool. Which four tools hang on that little iron thingy next to a fireplace? Shovel, broom, saw, tongs, poker, saw, hook, tongs, poker, saw, broom, hook, or poker, shovel, broom, tongs. And how do we do? Yep, these are the main four that hang on that thing. My granddad used to say a proper fire must be poked, shoveled, broomed, and tonged.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
How about this one? I always cry during Pixar questions. If the boy from Coco traded his guitar for a Japanese instrument with 13 strings, what would you call the movie? Coco with a koto, Coco with a dogo, Coco with a mobo, or Coco with an oboe? So what'd you pick? A koto has 13 strings and a rectangular shape. And it may have the ability to connect you with your dead ancestors. I don't really know. I gave up after 2 lessons.
Why don't we do it with 3?
Introducing Avenue Q and A, and it's a dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a song from the musical Avenue Q or a tweet from celebrity Gary Busey. Don't think too hard. I'm only giving you a few seconds to decide between Avenue Q or Gary Busey. And you're both doing this together, so focus up. Okay, let's do it. I'm not wearing underwear today. Compliment someone and they'll shut up. Not every F word is the F word. The internet is for porn. Everyone's a little bit racist. I just made spaghetti for the first time. Things are in season for a reason. Let's just pretend you didn't understand the rules. Let's get on with it, shall we?
I don't need you anymore.
There is no hiding from Remember NSYNC? Now go even further back. Which Justin Timberlake album would Henry David Thoreau likely relate to the most? Justified, Man of the Woods, Future Sex Love Sounds, or the 2020 Experience? I love this part. The author of Walden, a book about his 2 years living in the woods by Walden Pond, Henry David Thoreau would definitely shake his little booty to Man of the Woods. And then he'd make sweet love to that pond. Try this on for size. The literary Nick Cannon. Which of these insults would you not hear on the MTV show Oscar Wilde and Out? Dorian is so old, his portrait grows wrinkles. They call you Ernest because you don't exist. As a husband, Sir Robert is less than ideal. Or what is this, Torvald? A house for dolls? Let's see who got it. More like the importance of being wrong. This answer feels lonely. Torvald is the male protagonist of A Doll's House, which was written by Henrik Ibsen, not Oscar Wilde. Of course, if this play was about your mother, it would have to be a blow-up doll. Round 1 is dead to me. Hey, Binge Pipe, bring up that user data.
Currently, Player 1 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, you did this to yourself. We have another screw to help our targeted numbers.
And remember, round 2 screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't be shy about using that thing. Player 1, your only hope is to answer quick before Player 2 has time to screw. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
You're doing so well, Cookie.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Next, I accidentally joined the Navy. Which of these headlines is just straight up clickbait? You won't believe what this shirtless sailor calls a torpedo. I'm single and call nautical miles the craziest things. I'm waiting for you to give a nickname to my ammo soldier, or my husband doesn't know the military term for kilometers. Do you? Let's see how that shook out. In the U.S. military, kilometers are nicknamed clicks. I had to remain 3 clicks away from the cool cliques in high school because we didn't click.
Hey, question.
The algorithm demands your input. Would you like a backward question or a forward question? Contribute your percentage of the choice now. Here are the votes. You have chosen.
Mes collègues sont des crétins. 7.
This one's known as a forward question. I don't mean to be too forward, but you're very attractive. No. Well, if I were ice fishing, which of these would be the best icebreaker? Nice auger. Sweet jig. I like your shanty. Or is that a chub in your pocket? So who got it? An auger is a device used to drill holes into the ice while fishing. And I always keep mine nice and polished when I'm fishing for compliments. Ladies. Gentlemen. Anybody?
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Next up, masked flusators. Which icky superhero is most likely to be a carrier of Lyme disease? Batman, Ant-Man, Spider-Man, or the Tick? So what'd you pick? Lyme disease is a tick-borne disease. These communicable diseases are why I avoid shared superhero universes. I call this one Type equals squiggly bracket writer, comma, archaic, squiggly bracket.
Accept all cookies, don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
BingePipe acquired a ton of private user data, and now they need a little help making sense of it.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah,
Wanted, liar accompanist for poetry. Wanted, activities for exile. Wanted, ladies for sex. Whose search history have we acquired? Aristotle, Rupi Kaur, Sappho, or Robert Frost?
Hope you like what you picked. You killed it. Your chances, I mean.
Sappho is a lyric poet from ancient Greece who was exiled to Sicily. Her reputation with women of Lesbos led to the creation of the
Oh, here's a good one. I can be your zero. If James Bond were attempting to kill you in Brisbane, what number should you dial to receive help from emergency services? O, 00, 000, or 7? Okay, let's take a look. A single zero. Sometimes the insults write themselves. Brisbane is a city in Australia, and they dial 000 when they need help down under. I suspect this number gets a lot of use in a country where the national animal is poison. It's time for the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And be careful. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Good breeding. I hope you recognize the recognized breeds of these animals. Player One's got it! Congratulations, Player One. You sure did win this game. But remember, there are no winners in the grave. No winners in the grave.
You don't know Jack!
A Binge Pipe main menu screen offers a little something for everyone.
From the swirling Bleacher Nebula, it's the Zeefeldo! Now let's hear it for your host, Argon Otto!
Thank you! Welcome first to the house that screams! A first timer! I love a fresh Google Door! We know what to do with first timers! With broken bones awaiting! Let's see what Earth can do! Hey there! Take a look at your device and you'll see our patented Google technology. Drag your finger around to aim at the practice target. Then let go to Zeeple. There you go! can hurt it now. You gotta move quicker than that. Try again. But how will you do against something that fights back? Kill the humans!